morning, everybody. My name's Shannon. I'm the president of American Mining Rights Association. We're going to shoot a video for you today down in our claim called Perlo. It's in the South Mother Lode here in California. And we're going to run a high banker. We're going to go dig out a part of the creek. Just a brief thing about American mining rights. Just last night, here we are in late November 2013. Last night I saw on the news that the Senate actually voted to end the filibuster. So we're actually being governed now by 51% of the Senate, and the minority doesn't get their voice heard. So are you fed up with government and regulation and everything else? Because we sure are. That's why we formed AMRA, is we fight for your rights. You watch, guys, you're going to see the EPA come out with all kinds of new regulations, and this administration is going to go unabated to pass all kinds of crap. So it's very, very concerning. But if you're fed up with this stuff and you want to fight, join us. Go to AmericanMiningRights.com. You know, it'll tell you about our company. We're a nonprofit. We take donations, and in return for those donations, we give you access to all these gold claims. They're real good, proven claims. So anyway, enough about that. Check us out on AmericanMiningRights.com. We're also on Facebook under American Mining Rights. But where we're at today is, this is Perlo. Jean-Nicolas Perlo was a Belgian immigrant that came here in 1851, and he chronicled his 7 years in this area. And he had a cabin down here, and he averaged about 1 to 3 ounces a day with a pan and a shovel. This is also the location of the first stamp mill in the state of California, and they built the dang thing out of wood, so it probably only lasted about, you know, maybe a day or two. You can't crush quartz with wood. It just doesn't work that way. So anyway, we got a little old wagon road that's real switchback that it's going to go down here. We're going to cut that, open it up for our members, and then we're going to go down to the bottom, haul all of our gear down there. We're going to run a 3-inch Proline high banker, and we know there's good gold in this. I've been mining this for several years. So anyway, let's get down there and let's go to mining. Well, here we are down in the bottom of Perlo. We got the trail cut in here for the members. Now, actually, you can walk in without even touching a piece of poison oak or anything else. It's a pretty easy walk. We had a couple of our members come in here, and this chunk of bedrock right here was exposed. It's just in the creek bed, and they started digging this out, and you can see they really dug a lot of stuff out of here. But this is a really good example of how to find some great gold down in the creek beds. This area was mined, like I say, from about 1849 to about 1860. And this is where Perlo lived. Perlo's cabin was only a short ways from here. But this is a really good example, as you got all these jagged bedrocks and stuff, and that material will just come and it'll suck right down into these holes. And it's kind of tough to clean these things out, but there's really good stuff. We're going to end up just above here is where we're going to start digging, and we'll leave this hole for Rudy and Dave, since they've really spent a lot of time on it. But I wanted to show you guys a couple of things here. Is that right about at this level, when they dig down and they get through this material, they're hitting a gray layer, and it's real compacted. It's clay. And what that gray layer is it's indicative of the fire, probably a 1987 fire. And then as you see, there's different color layers that go down and through here. And when you get down towards the bottom, it's real orange. We call that stuff hard ground orange juice, old ground, whatever you want to call it. And it's real super compact. It's concretized material. And that's just because of the minerals. And a lot of people think that when they find that orange old ground like that, hey, it's, you know, from the dawn of man. Well, not necessarily so, because I'll give you an example. I was dredging not too far from here, over on the North Fork of the Merced, and we punched down through that stuff, hit the gray layer, we hit some real nice cobble, and we're getting big rocks, and then we hit this 2-foot layer of orange, just harder than all get out. material that was sitting right on bedrock, and we thought, okay, gosh, we hit the mother lode. And as I started dredging through that stuff, I ended up pulling a pocket knife out of in the middle of that orange ground from about 100 years ago. So it just goes to show you that the river actually changes that stuff back into that old ground just because there's so much iron qualities in this stuff. So anyway, we're going to get to work. We're going to clear all these rocks out. We'll expose the cracks in the bedrock. Then we'll chase them down and we'll show you what we're going to do. So we'll get to work. So here's what we got, guys. We took all the surface rocks off here, and like I say, we tested that and it didn't have anything in it, so we just threw that, cleared out all the bigger rocks, and you can see this is an existing crack that was here. It was already cleaned out and probably washed out, but this one hasn't. So we've cleared this all the way across here. We're down to the layer that we want to start running now. So we're going to clean this crack out. The next time we show the camera, this thing will probably be as clean you can eat out of it. But then we'll take that down to the high banker and we'll run that material. And there's a couple of other real jagged cracks in here that we think are going to be real good. So anyway, we're going to get to work and we'll show you this stuff in a little bit. So Eden was filming here just 30 seconds ago of us digging out the thing. We got our friend here, Steve, AMRA member, just up above us, and he's like, what do you think this is? He brought it down, he found it in the wall of the area he's digging just like this, and it was all covered in dirt. Bring that camera down here, Eden. Let's show him what he just found. There, I'm starting to clean it off for you.
It's starting to look real nice.
Look at this. He didn't even run this through a pan. How's that? Nice chunky little piece there. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a good one right there on the top.
Thanks for providing these claims.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice one.
Well, we're actually on the next day. We worked until it kind of got dark last night, and it was actually so dark we couldn't see what was in the sluice box, so we just left the high banker here and decided to come back and run today. And we've got two of our other good friends that are going to help us, and we're going to start stripping off the ground here in this next crack. But you can see, remember when we shot the video with you guys, it's like 10 minutes ago, but this was all covered with rock in here, and we exposed it, and this is the crack. And we've been pulling out nice little pickers out of here. As a matter of fact, you know, you can't hear that with the keys, but Eden and Jim panned out some stuff this morning just out of the bottom of this, and it was all kinds of nice pickers in there. So we're going to keep going here, and then we're going to open up this. I have a feeling that this crack down here is probably going to be about 5 feet wide, and I'm hoping it's going to be 6 feet deep. So anyway, this is probably one of the best claims, or one of my favorite claims, just because of this. So anyway, we'll get fired up and we'll open this up and we'll show you guys in a little bit. Well, morning. We ran down in our claim Perlo for a few days, and we brought our concentrates out each day, and so now we're to the point we're going to run that. I got to tell you guys, it's 31 degrees out this morning. A little chilly. We've got ice on our recirculation barrels. So anyway, without much further ado, we'll run this. It's a small amount of material, but it's got a lot of black sand in it, so we really think that it would be best to run it through the cube. We tried to pan some of it and it was pretty tough. So anyway, we'll get to this and we'll show you what we got. And we know we've got good stuff in there, so we'll show you. we hope you enjoyed this newest video that we just did down in our claim per low, and you know, we did pretty good. I wanted to thank a couple of guys here. I want to thank Jim, Ron, and Eden for volunteering their time. They went down there and dug with us, guys, for a couple of days, and all the gold that we're getting right here we're donating to AMRA for the gold shows. But you can see that that's over, bottle's probably a quarter of the way full, so that's a pretty good little haul for us. You know, like I say, guys, I know that you're probably getting as frustrated as we are with what we're seeing in the country right now, and the EPA getting all more powerful, especially with these things that the administration did last week with the nuclear option. All we ask, guys, is that you join us. You know, we're out there fighting every day to try to keep your roads open, to try to keep public access to lands. We're going to keep kicking out videos so we can teach you. At least that way you get something paid back from AMRA. You know, you can give us $200 and mine on any of our claims for a year, and that's tax deductible. So you can either give that $200 to the IRS, or you can give it to us and go out and find gold like this. So anyway, keep checking us out on AmericanMiningRights.com. If you follow us on Facebook, we post on there every single day, so when we're up here mining all the time, you'll see our progress of what we're doing, and we've got an awful lot of good pictures and experienced people in there. So I'm Shannon Poe with American Mining Rights, and we'll catch you next time.